Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another TV show reaction commentary. Today, we're going to be hopping into True Detective Season 1, Episode 3. The last episodes, I should say, the last two episodes have been, in my opinion, phenomenal. Like I said, or I should say, I repeatedly said about this journey of a TV show. What I really love about what they're doing is how hyper-focused they are with their characters and how the characters are in a way evolving into their own sort of like mystery and crime outside of the actual mystery and crime elements. And what that does, it creates such a unique blend of storytelling on both the actual crime itself and the mysteries behind it, obviously, like, you know, with this cult or whatever the heck is going on, but it also gives us this incredible insight of the depths within these characters here. And I love that. Me personally, I love when TV shows or just like anything in general, you know, chooses to really dive deep within these characters, because I mean, characters, we be with the, like, we're with them for the entirety of whatever it is that we're experiencing. So it's always great to have some form of depth, whether it is like the journey into this character or the lack of one, which could actually work as well. And in a weird way, that like anonymous entity can kind of like help propel a story as well. For example, like Dread or something like that. We don't know a lot about the character, but basically, I'm kind of going off on a weird tangent. Sorry about that. What I really love about this is just how they are dealing with the storytellings in terms of the crime and the characters. And I'm really excited to see how both evolve as the TV show continues and goes deeper and deeper into the depths of its story. So I'm really excited about that. And just overall, just the pacing of it, I feel, is really incredible. Each episode is basically about like an hour long, but it does not feel like an hour has passed. It feels like only like 20 minutes has passed. So that's always a really good sign. And I always just like kind of like, it gets me every time when like the end of the episode happens, because I'm like, oh my God, no, I kind of want more. But hey, to all my Patreon people out there, you get 2 episodes per week rather than 1. So if that is something that you want to kind of join and you're just like me and you're hella impatient, definitely check out the Patreon link below. But like always, guys, you know the drill. Let me stop talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's check out episode 3, True Detective.
Which is the stars and the wind between the stars. He knew you.
Again, I love how isolated these areas are. You know, like, I love that this, you know, it's just really great to have something like this of a story happening that's outside of like New York City or LA. You know what I'm saying?
And the little wicker baskets being passed around. I think it's safe to say that nobody here is going to be splitting the atom, Marty.
You see that?
Yo, he is quick-witted, man. Quick-witted. But he does have an interesting point. I don't think any of them will be most definitely splitting any atoms. I can't do that either.
Archery, and you know it.
If the only thing keeping a person decent is the expectation of divine reward, then, brother, that person is a piece of shit.
Oh! Damn. He's spitting some hard ish right now. I love the philosophies between these two characters here. I think it's so great, especially with them always like combating with one another. It's such good writing.
Linguistic anthropologists think that religion is a language virus that rewrites pathways in the brain, dulls critical thinking.
Okay, wow. That is interesting. I've never heard of that before, but that's interesting.
Sees no point in existence. You sure fret about it an awful lot. And you still sound...
And I'm really happy that they're not shying away from religion, because it is holding a high, you know, point in the crime itself, in the story. So I'm happy they're not straying away from how the characters around this crime feels about, you know, religion. And I think they're doing it in a mature way as well. Because a lot of people try to stray away from that. and thus kind of not telling a authentic story relating to these characters and what they think.
No, nothing is ever over.
Which is also really interesting because isn't Matthew McConaughey Christian? I'm not 100% sure of that, but I could have sworn I heard something in terms of like him being like a Christian, like an actual full-fledged Christian.
Print and hold, thank you.
Which reminds me, to all my gamers out there, I think it would be really cool if like there was like a Silent Hill or like a Resident Evil game that kind of took the form of True Detective. Like maybe you're two detectives, but you have to deal with like supernatural elements, like bioweapons. I think that would be really cool. This has such Resident Evil 7 vibes to it. That's why I'm saying that.
All for me. Me? Me, I.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's probably why he's able to just, say these lines with so much conviction, because he is a pretty advocate Christian himself, like the actual actor Matthew McConaughey. I just love his lines. Like his lines are just, His philosophy is super interesting. His character is interesting.
Any signatures? One guy in the Fed database used crowns, another set of antlers.
Another thing I gotta admit is the cinematography is absolutely gorgeous. And it's really interesting because a lot of the colors are muted, and muted in a sense where they lack saturation or vibrancy. But the cinematography in terms of just composition is just so, it brings such a tone of isolation and desolation and just like something hidden underneath what we kind of see in front of us.
Are incapable of admitting doubt. Now that sounds like denial to me.
I doubt that.
Yeah. Oh, man, dude, the dialogue is so witty. It's so good.
Borrowed?
We got etouffee. Trying to get Russ to stay for dinner.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's so interesting that this story, like this drama right here, is honestly just as compelling as the actual murder story that's happening within the film. Like, it's so good. And what that does is like it literally leaves me not a chance for boredom. Like I'm never bored with this show. It's so awesome. Yo, I love how the camera is being held right now. This is super handheld. And I love how confrontational that shot was too. Obviously for the confrontation that they both had.
What do you mean?
You do know what I mean, and you won't say, and that's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's definitely just not. He's just been dodging it the entire time, and it's about to explode in front of his face. It's just brewing up.
Granted.
What have you been doing, Marty?
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, that question is crazy. Oh, God, that hits. She knows.
Look, I can see 40. And it's like I'm that coyote.
Oh, God. This is so, oh, God. This is really like, they are not breaking from this. They are not breaking from this. They are just going to have us keep going with this. And the worst part is that she just knows. She knows it.
Anyway. Well, we pulled a few
I
hospital
also really do
papers.
love that they're cutting back and forth between the present and prior. I keep forgetting, like, that's an implementation that they added within this story.
Chokes in your heart and your soul.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Watching him work somebody. Yo, I wonder how psychological he can really get with this.
You know that their sensory experience constituted a unique individual.
Love that.
Purpose.
Love how they're shooting that. That was a nice little montage of him working overnight. Getting into his like insomnia. Every time he speaks, man, it's just, man, like it just calls for your attention.
Sometimes I'll see a color, and it'll put a taste in my mouth. A touch, a texture, a scent may put a note in my head.
Oh
I
God!
heard that.
You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me, dude! You gotta. That's gonna blow up in his face, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for it.
Does it look like I'm on a date, aren't you?
So you
Dude,
go
you're
home
doing
with
this
guy?
right here? Right here? Bro, your wife is literally like 20 feet from there, man. You have an issue.
I'm at Raccoon Hound. Everybody's a fucking drama queen nowadays. Jesus.
He's like, dude, I'm at Raccoon, bro. Calm down.
Go home. I don't want this anymore.
You got that little shit bird in here?
Go away. I'll call the cops.
Well, let's see how that works
I know
out
other
for
cops.
you. Okay.
Dude, what the heck, man? Oh, this is not it, man.
I got in your face, guy. I wouldn't have really done something like that. I'm not a psycho.
Bro, you have some very deep internal conflict, man. You have some intense moral conflict that you gotta, like, figure out because, damn, man.
Being alone.
Damn.
Morning, you'll be home. Take care.
Jeez. He is just, he's so, like, I just wonder what's going to make him vulnerable. Because I think he once was, and he just sealed that off quickly.
Everybody think they gonna be something they not. Everybody think they got this big plan.
She had a
Oh
boyfriend.
man, I love it too when films are like shot outside of like, you know, like primarily locations like California and New York, because we're also introduced to the characters that are within these areas. Like I love his accent. It's so great.
Do it. Keep your eyes on the crab traps. Kind of reminded me of Rust a little bit.
I was just about to say that. For some reason, there's this like form of independence where they just do what they do. And I was about to literally comment and say, wow, it actually kind of reminds me of Russ a little bit.
Voyles, and guess who his cellmate was the last 4 months?
Charlie Lang.
I gotta give you this one.
Damn, okay, all right, so things are connecting. Things are definitely connecting.
Come on, man. You want to ask me? Ask, goddammit. You ever been in a gunfight?
Oh, oh, is this where like what they were basically kept talking about? They kept hinting at it in other episodes, like this gunfight that's happened. Because they kept mentioning it before, but they kept like the story kept shifting away from it because they kept wanting to ask, you know, questions about their partnership instead.
You see? They welcomed it. Not at first.
Yo, this is haunting. This is seriously haunting. And that soundtrack, that undertone, and how it's growling in the back is just insane.
A rig of presumption and dumb will. And you could just let go. Finally know that you didn't have to hold on so tight.
Jeez, man. Dude, his dialogue is insane. Like, I get shivers every time he speaks. It has so much depth, and obviously the acting is phenomenal.
A person.
Dude. I am so excited to see what the heck has gone down here because it's kind of been hyped up, even though it's only been like, what, 3 episodes? What the heck, bro? What is going on here? Yo. And that's how they're going to end the episode? Oh my god. That's terrifying. And that's the end of episode 3, guys. Jeez. All right, everybody. We just got done wrapping up episode 3. My goodness. Oh, that ending. That ending, though. Jeez. I like... This show does a phenomenal job at just creating tension and suspense, and more importantly, like this weird astro feeling of dread, like kind of what Russ was saying about how there's a monster at every corner, or at the end of the light. There's always a monster. I'm kind of terrified to see what the heck I'm gonna witness in the next episode, because everything so far has been very grisly and very haunting. But the one thing that has been, brought up multiple times has been this shootout. So I'm excited to kind of jump into it. That's why, hey, shout out to my Patreon people. We're about to hop into it. But like, I'm very interested in seeing what the heck has actually went down, because it sounds crazy. So without further ado, guys, I just want to say thank y'all so much for the love. I'm excited to jump into the next episode. And like always, stay healthy, stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.